Welcome to the official Mobile Legends meta tier list. We're ranking heroes based on cold hard official stats, the latest patch updates, and feedback from sweaty Mythical Glory and even Immortal players, aka the folks who eat team comps for breakfast. And hey, we're not just slapping letters on heroes. We'll also throw in some spicy recommendations for items, battle spells, emblems, and talents, so you don't go into ranked like a headless Layla. Let's dive in and find out which heroes are thriving. Matilda's on this list for one reason. She's a homing missile with attitude. In a meta where assassins are basically parkouring across the map, Matilda locks onto slippery targets and escorts them straight to the respawn screen. Unlike your usual roamers who act like meat shields, she's all about that burst damage life. So please, don't pick her like she's your default tanky babysitter. She shines brightest when your team already has a dedicated tank elsewhere. Otherwise, you're just a flying damage dealer pretending to soak hits. Glue made this list because he's basically a one-man kidnapping squad. Thanks to his second skill and ultimate, Glue can bypass defenders like their background noise and glue himself, literally, to the enemy backline. In teamfights, this guy doesn't just cause chaos, he is the chaos. His sticky hijinks can completely throw off enemies' formations and mess with their rhythm like an offbeat drummer at a concert. And the best part? Squishy heroes like marksmen, mages, pure supports, and even some overly confident assassins turn into free snacks once Glue latches on. If you're not careful, Glue's not just splitting, he's splitting your team apart. Selena is a very effective roamer since she can zip around the battlefield like she's got unlimited sprint charges, thanks to her insane mobility. And let's not forget her stun from outer space. Seriously, her arrow has the longest single target stun in the game. If it lands, the enemy might as well go make a sandwich cause they're not moving for a while. Great for picking off wanderers who clearly forgot what a minimap is. But big caution here. Don't go picking Selena as your roamer if your team looks like it's allergic to tanks. Without a tanky front line, having Selena as your only support is like bringing a sniper to a shield fight. Amazing at what she does, but not the backbone your team needs to defend or peel away attackers. Florin made the list, and honestly, she deserves a standing ovation, and maybe a raise. Why? Because her ultimate has global healing. That's right, she can save your behind from across the map while chilling in the base, sipping mana smoothies. It's basically like having a team mom who sends full course meals through airmail mid-fight. But wait, there's more. Her ultimate also makes her and her allies temporarily immune to anti-heal effects, aka Life Bane. So, if the enemy team thought slapping grievous wounds would shut down your regen parade, plot twist, Florin said no. Kalia's on this list for one reason. She's a very athletic long jumper that can jump you from the opposite side of the screen. She knocks enemies around like she's bowling on expert mode, and she doesn't care about walls, bushes, or even frontliners. Obstacles? What are those? And just when you think you've dodged the danger, bam! Her ultimate comes in to lock you down like rent is due. With her airborne crowd control and uncanny ability to dive straight past tanks and bully the squishies, Kalia makes hunting down key targets feel like target practice. 1-1 is a hyperactive flagger with darts that starts off squishy. Sure, you could sneeze on her and she'd need a recall, but give her a few key items and suddenly, she's bouncing around the battlefield like a caffeinated kangaroo. She attacks while dancing, jukes while darting, and somehow manages to look adorable while doing it. And oh, you landed a stun on her? She just hops right out of it like, no thanks. Think you've finally cornered her? Wrong again. She pops her ultimate, takes flight like she's headed for the moon, becomes untargetable, and rains down pain on everyone unlucky enough to be nearby. Melissa made it to this list because she's basically the queen of lane control, and she's not afraid to show it. She's got great mobility, can kite like a pro, and when melee enemies try to get up close and personal, she just throws up her go away like, ew, don't touch me. It's like she's got personal space issues, and a force field to back it up. Melee heroes trying to dive her? Bad idea. They'll end up looking like they just got rejected from a mosh pit. Between her mobility, poke, and anti-dive zone, Melissa doesn't just hold a lane, she owns it. Irithel is on this list because she's the literal definition of run and gun. While most marksmen have to stop and plant their feet to attack, Irithel's out here sprinting and shooting like she's late for a meeting and trying to win a gunfight. She's one of the best at kiting enemies. You chase her and she melts you while moonwalking away. And don't let the mobility fool you. Her damage output is no joke either. Once she gets her core items, she doesn't just hit hard, she shreds. Unlike most marksmen who rely on basic attacks, Granger's all about skill shots and rhythm. He's got the most efficient skill uptime in his class, which basically turns him into a one-man highlight reel in both teamfights and 1v1s. With his lick dash, smooth reload mechanics, and eye drop mixtapes and body's energy, Granger can take on most lineups with ease. He's got burst, mobility, style, and barely any weaknesses. Unless, of course, you miss all your shots, in which case, maybe go practice first. Kimmy is one of the most versatile marksmen in the game. You can throw her into almost any lane and she'll still cook. Whether she's kiting like a maniac, blasting enemies while running, or spamming her sticky shots from across the screen, Kimmy's always a threat. She's got mobility, Terran bypass, AoE damage, and just enough crowd control to make group fights awkward for the enemy. And let's not forget, she shoots while moving. That alone makes her a nightmare to catch and an even worse one to chase. If this content saved you from pitting again, do your civic duty. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't let this Mobile Legends wisdom go to waste. Cece made it on this list because, let's be real, who gave this girl a yo-yo and the range of a marksman? With her crazy movement speed and ridiculously above average attack range, she plays like a bizarre hybrid of a fighter and a marksman. And it works terrifyingly well. She dominates most 1v1s in lane by outranging and outmaneuvering traditional fighters, and in teamfights, she's the queen of controlled chaos. Just slowly shredding enemies from a safe distance while dancing around danger like she's on skates. If your enemies love to spam dashes and blinks, Phoveus is their worst nightmare. His ultimate? No cooldown. Yup, you read that right. As long as enemies keep dashing around like caffeinated squirrels and you keep tagging them with your skills, Phoveus just keeps jumping, slamming, and deleting hopes. Non-stop. In teamfights, he's like a meteor shower with a grudge, dealing insane damage from above while also being surprisingly tanky, making him great for long brawls. Freya is basically the gym rat of Mobile Legends. She scales like a beast. From early skirmishes to full-blown late-game clashes, she stays relevant, dangerous, and annoyingly hard to kill. She's got damage, mobility, crowd control, and enough survivability to make squishier fighters cry in the corner. Whether she's jumping into fights or chasing down stragglers, Freya brings the perfect blend of brawler energy and divine smackdown. If you want a fighter who stays strong from start to finish and looks good while punching and slashing faces, Freya's your girl. But Dung didn't come here to play. He came to punch people into another dimension. He's infamous for locking enemies in place and turning them into highlight reel material with just one combo. Blink and you might miss it. Or, well, get deleted by it. But wait, there's more. What really makes Badang spicy is his Thunderbelt synergy. His first skill counts as both a basic attack and a skill, which basically means he's printing Thunderbelt procs like it's buy one get one day at the mall. Just a few jabs and boom, free slow, bonus damage, and XP lane domination. Lucas didn't get the memo about teamwork makes the dream work because, well, this guy is the team. He's on this list thanks to his ridiculous lane dominance and his ability to 1v9 games like it's just another Tuesday. As a combo specialist, Lucas can delete most heroes before they even realize what hit them, and once he gets his ultimate, it's lights out for anyone brave or foolish enough to challenge him. Whether you build him as a damage-dealing demon or a tanky nightmare, Lucas will be a problem for your enemies, for the turrets, and possibly for their self-esteem. In a meta dominated by slippery assassins, Fredrin walks in like he owns the jungle. And honestly, he kinda does. He's currently the king of tank junglers, and for good reason. This beefy boy can soak up damage, peel like a pro, and clap squishy heroes into next week. His ultimate? Oh, just a casual 4000 damage strike. Once that crystal energy bar is high enough, someone's getting deleted in a blink of an eye. Joy makes the list because she's basically the Flash of Mobile Legends. Insane mobility and damage packed into one tiny assassin. She can sprint, dash, and even shrug off crowd control like it's nothing. Unlike your typical one-trick assassin, Joy's skills deal AoE damage, so she's not just a menace in 1v1 duels or sneaky ambushes. She's a team fight terror too. Catch her? Good luck. She's faster than your reflexes and twice as deadly. Hanzo is the jungling ninja you didn't know you needed. Super efficient and scary fast at hitting that power spike. He farms and levels up quicker than most if not the rest of the assassins, making him a real headache to keep up with. Thanks to his ultimate, Hanzo doesn't just leap over terrain, he skips past defenders like they're just scenery, straight to the juicy targets. Fanny is the ultimate high-risk, high-reward assassin. Basically, Mobile Legends' version of rocket science. She's probably the toughest hero to master, but once you do, she turns into a flying chainsaw, zipping across the map. Unlike most heroes who need to hit level 4 before they start snowballing, Fanny just needs to reach level 2 to go full chaos mode. Facing a skilled Fanny? Yeah, might as well call it a loss before the game even starts. Hayabusa is another high-skill, high-reward assassin who's basically the ninja of Mobile Legends. With his flashy dashes and lightning-fast ultimate, he becomes untargetable and can one-shot heroes faster than you can say where'd he go. Mastering him means mastering the art of disappearing and reappearing with style and deadly slashes. Xavier is a powerhouse glass cannon with a magic cannon that basically has global range. No joke, he can hit you from across the map. What makes him truly scary is how he dominates teamfights by controlling the battlefield and spamming his skills like there's no cooldown. Quick, deadly, and downright relentless. That's Xavier's firepower. Chang'e is one of the best mages when it comes to team fights and snatching objectives. Her damage output is truly out of this world, but heads up, she's a diva when it comes to positioning. One tiny slip up and poof, her ultimate goes from game changer to total waste. So keep her safe and watch her shine. Eudora might not always be in the meta spotlight, but when the game's full of squishy assassins, she's the ultimate party pooper. With her lightning-fast stuns and nukes, she guarantees the game over screen for most heroes, especially those pesky assassins, marksmen, and mages alike. If you want to make your enemy scream, "Not again," Eudora's your girl. Sicilian is the late-game boss you didn't see coming. Unlike most mages who pick early or mid-game, this guy saves the best for last. With insane long-range damage and the ability to control the battlefield like a chess grandmaster, Sicilian turns teamfights into his personal highlight reel. Just be patient. The late game is where he truly shines. Jushin might just be the most annoying mage in the game right now, and that's saying something. Her skill damage hits like a truck, And her crowd control? Unmatched. She lifts enemies into the air so effortlessly she's basically a portable saber. Plus, with almost zero downtime on her second skill. So, good luck finding a moment to breathe around her. Seriously, try not to lose your cool. Got another hero in mind that totally deserves a spot on this list? Drop it in the comments. Don't be shy. I read those. Well, mostly. Thanks a ton for watching, and as always, stay awesome, stay salt-free, and peace out.